It's time now for the Lafayette Christian Kia of LaGrange Saturday morning quarterback show on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Let's go live to the showroom at Kia of LaGrange to give you the inside scoop on Lafayette Christian football.
All right, everybody, welcome out here as we're live at the Kia of LaGrange showroom on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange. We've been able to eat some Chick-fil-A biscuits and have a chance to visit and talk with all the fine folks here at Kia of LaGrange. And I tell you what, Nate Shaw, the defensive coordinator for Lafayette Christian, here with me. Nate, good morning.
Morning, Coleman. It's good to be here as always.
And I know that it was a tough night last night, but sometimes you have to lose a little to get better, but it was a tough night. Not something you want to go through.
No, we fell 42-18, and in an effort. It was not a lack of effort game. It wasn't necessarily a mistake-prone game. It was just a game that we got beat, and sometimes that happens to you. Sometimes a team is on their game, and playing really well and making plays, and you can't quite make the same number of plays. So, Frustrating night for the Cougars.
Well, we'll come back and talk about that game and much more as you're listening to the Saturday Morning Quarterback Show on the Lafayette Christian Edition right here on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 1240, 96.9, and on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com.
And let's run the numbers. A 2014 Kia Soul with a list price of $19,318. With the employee discount, you can roll in this Soul for only $13,995 plus tax, tag, title, and dock fee. And it comes with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Shop online at KiaofLaGrange.com. Act now. Stock number B0059.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish. Barbecue cooked to perfection and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
Welcome back here as we're live here at the Kia showroom in LaGrange, Georgia, on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange. Of course, they've got a lot of Kia still available. We talked with Todd earlier about the inventory that they have here at Kia of LaGrange. I got to tell you, they had just a whole bunch of cars that got sent to them that they weren't planning to get, and now they're having to sell off that inventory. And it's just taking a good bit of time. I think they've sold over 100 cars here at this dealership in the last 2 weeks alone.
Well, that's a lot of cars, isn't it?
It is a lot of cars.
That sounds like a lot of cars.
Yeah, you're lucky to do 100 cars in a month. So this is an amazing amount of vehicles, and they've still got several hundred to go. So come on out here to Kia of LaGrange. They've really working hard to get this inventory out of their parking lot into your driveway.
That's right.
And they're ready to work with you. And of course, they got the 15% family and friends discount that's available out there, and several other things that they can do to help make sure they get you the best deal that you possibly can on your next Kia. So come on by here to Kia of LaGrange, and they'll see about getting you taken care of. I tell you, they are working hard to make that happen. All right, now Nate Shaw's here with me as we're live at Kia of LaGrange, and of course. Tough loss last night, and without a doubt, it's you've had a great season so far. This is the only second loss of the season.
Yep.
What's some of the things that you hopefully learn from a loss to create more wins for you?
Well, I'll start at the defensive side of the ball. Is we struggle a little bit with alignment, and we need to learn that you need to be focused continually to make sure that we're lined up right. And we gave up a couple of big plays, one in particular, directly because we weren't lined up right. And that happens sometimes. We try to run a little bit more complicated defense where you just don't line up the same place every time. We flip strengths. We use a lot of we motion around. We shift, and it can become confusing. And in a big game situation, it was their homecoming, and they certainly, like I said last week, we knocked them out of the playoffs. I'm sure they put a big circle around us, and they wanted to get a little payback for bumping them out of the playoffs, and there's a high pressure situation. But this goes back to my frustration as a coach. We played very physical. I thought for the most part we tackled very well, and it was just an instance where they just made some plays.
Yeah.
We were in position, and their guys made great plays, and while our guys were right there with them. And you can't necessarily blame the players or the coaches. We outplayed on certain occasions.
Well, I know
it was frustrating.
You were talking earlier about their quarterback. You get all the receivers covered. You got all taken care of.
We take parts of the runaway, and we have a blitz dialed up to pressure him. He sees the blitz, he evades the blitz, and he gets out in open space and scores. Ends up scoring 3 touchdowns. So getting in the end zone 3 times, and you can't necessarily defend against that. But here's the word that I've used over the last 24 hours is finish. We weren't able to finish things defensively. We had some third down opportunities. We could have forced them to punt. We didn't. We let them out of it. We got some fourth down turnovers. And when we forced 3 turnovers, we were +2 for the night in turnovers. And usually, if you have 3 turnovers and you only give up 1, that's a
you're going to win.
That's a win.
Yeah.
We had 300+ yards of offense, but we couldn't finish and put the ball in the end zone. We missed some wide open receivers. We dropped a couple of balls that we shouldn't. We missed a couple of holes running. We tripped up and stepped out of bounds just before the first down marker a couple of times. We couldn't quite finish things off. To get the momentum back, we gave up the opening kickoff, so we went down. But really, in the middle of the second quarter, it was 14-6. So this is clearly a game, and they kind of blew up on us to go.
How did the players handle that with the first play going for a touchdown? How did the players handle that? And was there a panic, or were they able to keep that? Okay, we'll just get it back.
Well, this was one of the games that personally I felt different about. How our kids responded to that. There was a couple times earlier, even in this season, where we've given up an early score, and there's a little bit of trepidation. And but over past years, that was a total collapse. That would have been a total collapse. Even maybe last year, when we had a game where something bad happened early on, and that was it, and we were done. But there was a sense of calm. Okay, we just need to balance. It's one play. It's one score.
Yeah.
And they've been able to, even our younger players, we've struggled with maturity this year, but that's one thing that they've grabbed onto right away is, hey, just keep playing. Because we ended up not having a successful offensive drive. We punted it back to them, and then we forced a turnover in the next drive. So, it was 8-0, and we got a defensive stop through turnover, which is awesome for me. I love that. And, it's awesome for the offense. It gives the ball back to the offense, like Coach Kendall was saying, don't underestimate the value of possessing the ball as a defensive tactic.
Yeah.
And we just weren't able to finish to convert to points. The offense needs to convert to points, and we weren't able to do that. And it wasn't for lack of not moving the ball. We moved the ball anywhere and everywhere we wanted to. We just couldn't put it over the goal line, which is ultimately the goal.
And sometimes that's just the way it is. And of course, you get to go back, look at the films, and figure out what component was missing. And you get back in these situations again. You go, okay, guys, here's what we got to make sure that we execute to make sure we get it in the goal line, because it really is amazing how when you get in the red zone, everything changes. You change emotionally, you change probably physiologically. I mean, it's all there. That
the hitting's a little bit harder, the breathing's a little heavier, the grunting is a little louder. It's all there.
And so you really do have to think differently and play differently to get it in the end zone. because everybody gets their attitude changed as soon as you get down inside the 20s. It's just one of those things, and so it's okay. I guess y'all probably preach that. You can let them run back and forth in 30s all day long, but once you get past the 30s, you got to stop it.
That's right.
All right, we're going to come back and take a quick commercial break. Come back and talk some more Lafayette Christian football on Saturday Morning Quarterback Edition, as you're listening to Saturday Morning Quarterback on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 1240, 96.9, and on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com.
Hurry in today to Key of LaGrange because our lot is packed like never before. And with a special KMMG employee and family pricing plan, you can take advantage of 15% below invoice pricing. And let's run the numbers. A 2014 Kia Soul with a list price of $19,318. With the employee discount, you can roll in this Soul for only $13,995 plus tax, tag, title, and dock fee. And it comes with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Shop online at KiaLaGrange.com. Act now. Stock number B0059.
You're busy with places to go and people to see. At CB&T, we understand. That's why we created the Synovus Connections prepaid card. Use it for purchases, ATM withdrawals, and even get cash back. It's an affordable alternative to checking, simple to load, and can be replaced if lost or stolen. Plus, there's no credit check required. Let CB&T help you manage your busy lifestyle. Visit us for details or to open your Synovus Connections card today. CB&T, a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC. Fees and restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Getting you back into the game is Emory Southern Orthopedics' goal. The full-service orthopedic medical practice features board-certified surgeons, a prompt care center, surgical facility, and physical therapy services. The collaborative medical team at Emory Southern Orthopedics combines with leading-edge orthopedic treatment with proven traditional methods to aid you in achieving an active, pain-free lifestyle. Emory Southern Orthopedics, getting you back into your game.
Hello?
Hi, Jennifer. Listen, Nick is here with me, and he's very, very sorry.
Who is this?
I'm Nick's State Farm agent. State Farm is famous for having great claim service.
Uh-huh.
When Nick got in his little fender bender last month, State Farm patched things up for him right away. I think he's hoping we can patch things up with you, too.
This is crazy.
Go with the company with a 97% satisfaction rating on claims. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Count on Agent Matt Orr on the square in LaGrange to help you patch things up.
Welcome back here to Saturday Morning Quarterback at Kia of LaGrange, the Lafayette. We're at Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange and having a chance to hang out with you and talk a little football and just enjoy the day. And I tell you, the weather outside is overcast, and honestly, what do you need to be doing? You need to come do some car shopping, and of course, they've got plenty of great cars here for you. The over-inventory sale is still going on. There's Kias parked everywhere, and
there is.
And so I tell you, they had a massive amount of Kias that have been given to them that they have to sell, and they get the opportunity to sell, I should say. And they're 15% discount with the family and friends program.
Yes.
And you can come by here and find out more details and spend some time with the great folks here. They'll be happy to talk to you and see about getting you a great deal on one of the wonderful Kias here at Kia of LaGrange. And all right, now, Nate, I tell you, Nate Shaw, the defensive coordinator for Lafayette Christian School, as we're talking Saturday morning quarterback with Lafayette Christian. Y'all lost Friday night, but
yes.
Now we got to start looking toward the future. You might have a schedule that has Kingsway Christian on it from Douglasville, Georgia. That game has been canceled.
That's a non-league game. They're not in the GICAA, which is the league that we belong to. And they wanted to play us, but they had rescheduled a league game for them. And they had a rescheduling because of a lightning situation. Right. They had lightning early on in the game, and they said, well, they had an open date there, and they could move us. It would have been an 11th game for us. It would have been a nice game to sort of keep in a rhythm. Mm-hmm. But they had to do that, so they're not tucking tail and running, so to speak, as we like to say. But they had to play a league game in place of a non-league game.
All right, so they got that. So that gives you an open date. So you'll play homecoming next week against Covington Academy, which they're new to the league, right?
They're new to football in general. This will be a first-year program, and they're new to the league. And it's tough to play teams that are new to the league, especially at this point in the season, because they're not a new team anymore.
Yeah, they're getting better every day. Yeah,
that's right, because they see other people, they see how other people play, and at that point in time, with the players that age, they absorb all that information very quickly and are able to put it into practice. So we certainly are not going to take them lightly. And it's homecoming for us. We won homecoming last year after a sort of a drought of winning of homecomings, and we sort of put it to one of our a nemesis of ours, Ballard Christian Academy out of Opelika, Auburn.
Yep.
And they had treated us quite rudely years past, so we obliged them in our last meeting because we don't play them anymore. They're not in our league, and so we want to put back-to-back homecoming wins together. That's a motivation for us, and we want to get that bad taste of loss out of our mouth. And I think our kids are motivated. Our kids were, I think, frustrated to know that last night was a winnable game, and we just didn't come out on top. So It's not like we were physically beaten down. We did pick up a couple of injuries, but there were things that had been nursing through the whole season that came up as, lineup issues. But I think our kids are going to be hungry and ready to go.
Yeah, it's all region schedule from here on out, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
And so it's every game counts, and the goal is to get to the playoffs, and it starts with homecoming next week as we're seeing Covington Academy coming here, and what some of the what different things will happen during homecoming. I know homecoming, I think, is your favorite game of the year, isn't it?
I don't. I despise it with a passion. I am open about my hatred for it. Not hatred, strong dislike. I think we agreed on
right.
strong dislike.
Should not say hate.
I shouldn't say hate. I shouldn't say shut up either, but my dad told me to shut up every day for the first 18 years of my life. So.
That's right. It's a tough one to break.
It is, and that's more jokey than true. But anyways, I find it a huge distraction. But I find it a huge distraction when we lose, and not when we win. So maybe I'm looking to cast blame.
Well, maybe your job is to make sure they have fun, but make sure they understand the reality of they still got a football game to play.
That's right. We get a great crowd over the Cougars Den, and I know that Troop and Callaway are off. I don't know about LaGrange High is off, so maybe that'll bring a few more fans that are looking to watch some football on a Friday night over to Whitesville Road Stadium, where the track is, over by right behind Whitesville Road Elementary School in the Callaway Conference Center there.
And it's a nice facility. It's nice, big, facility. Open, and you can come up there and watch a great football game. And I hadn't really thought about it, but you're right. It really is a free night football for at least two of the high schools, two of the four, I guess, that are in. How many high schools? We got 5. But anyway, 4 that are playing football left right now. But so come on out and check out Lafayette Christian and have a chance to see them play. And I tell you, it really should be a good time.
It should be. Our booster club is tremendous. Julie Dixon leads our booster club. I'd like to thank her. She has a great amount of people that work with her. Jared Pike, once again, our game manager, works really hard to get our game set up. Renee Gomez, our upper school principal, is the best home football announcer in this part of the state. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
So she's been knocking it out of the park. Anyway,
Renee is actually a man.
Okay, sorry. Been
Renee Gomez, he's the Cuban commando.
There you go. Well, check it out, and of course they do homecoming there at the right behind Weissville Elementary School at the Cougar Den, and they're at the field there, and you don't want to miss that. Coming up this Friday night, kickoff is at 7:30, I presume.
That is correct.
So you want to make sure you get there about 7 o'clock, or maybe just go tailgate starting at 6, and then get ready to come on in and enjoy a great game there at Lafayette Christian and Covington Academy for homecoming. We'll come back and talk a little bit more about this week and the rest of the season as you're listening to Saturday Morning Quarterback, Lafayette Christian edition on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 1240, 96.9 on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com.
Hurry in today to Key of LaGrange because our lot is packed like never before. And with a special KMMG employee and family pricing plan, you can take advantage of 15% below invoice pricing. And let's run the numbers. A 2014 Kia Soul with a list price of $19,318. With the employee discount, you can roll in this Soul for only $13,995 plus tax, tag, title, and dock fees. And it comes with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Shop online at KiaofLaGrange.com. Act now. Stock number B0059.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9, or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange. Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids' finances and insurance? Then let State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp in LaGrange help you simplify and get to a better state, because with Mabel Smith Sharp handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies could mean earning discounts worth up to 40%. That's money. Mabel Smith Sharp can help you put toward a college savings plan. Call State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp today and get to a better state with State Farm. Discounts may vary state to state.
It is Eagle 102.3, Coleman Vice here with you as we're live at the Kia showroom in Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange. And we've been talking about Lafayette Christian football. Also, we've been talking about the over-inventory sale that's been going on here at Kia of LaGrange now for the last several weeks, and we'll continue on until they get the inventory back down to where it's supposed to be. And I tell you, it is an amazing amount of Kias that are still available here on this lot. I mean, they have them parked down the road behind here. You know, down, I don't know if you've driven down there.
No, I haven't.
There was a row of souls, like about 20 of them, side by side.
Yeah.
And you're going, that's something you don't see every day.
Well, there's a ton on the lot as well.
It's I mean, they've got used cars stacked up on the hill over there. I mean, it really is. So, and if you're probably looking for a quality used car, they're trading cars in constantly. So they've got deals going in both directions, and we want you to be a part of it and see about walking away with a great deal on a Kia here at Kia of LaGrange on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange. This I have never seen this happen before, and being around these guys for many years, and they've been shocked about getting this many Kias and how to handle it, but they got them discounted and wanting to get them a good home. So come be a part of it.
Yeah. Now, did I ever tell you about the story? My first new car that I bought was a Ford Aspire, and it was actually built by Kia Motors. So I've owned a Kia. Mm-hmm. That's my connection to Kia.
There you go. Well, come on by here and check it out there on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, and they're the great salespeople here will be assistant buyer with you, help you find the car that you're looking for, and get you in your new Kia. Your driveway always looks better with a brand new Kia in it, so come by and check them. Now, what you talked about is homecoming, and it's coming up this Friday, and of course, I guess y'all going to have some events this next week.
We will. We'll have of course our pep rally, and then we will have a tailgate party out in front of out at the stadium where barbecue's available. You can stop by the office the school office if you're interested in that. Pick up a ticket. I believe tickets are. I'm bad on the prices. You can check out the office. They're really reasonable, really affordable. Great barbecue out there, and what's tailgating in Georgia without barbecue?
You
right?
gotta have barbecue.
That's right. And that's good anywhere. No matter where in the United States, I've lived all over the United States, and barbecue is always great at a tailgate party. So that's just an American thing.
Oh, without a doubt.
And so really for me, we'll have the homecoming court. We have some lovely senior girls that will be selected. One of them will be selected as the homecoming queen. My daughter will be down there, and she was the reigning homecoming queen.
That's right. I have to give up the crown.
For that, they have to give up the crown. Actually, they get a new crown for it. But that's part of it, and all the pomp and circumstance of homecoming and the excitement, and we really get great crowds at Whitesville Road. So get there early, because you literally could be shut out of the stadium bleachers. That's how many people we can get at a homecoming game, and that's great for us because, lots of paying customers.
There you go. So come by and check it out. It's homecoming this Friday night. Don't miss it. And Nate, thanks for being here, and we'll see y'all back here. We'll see y'all back here in 2 weeks for Saturday morning quarterback. So actually 3 weeks for
3 weeks
you.
for us. 3 weeks for us.
So we'll be back in 3 weeks for another edition of Lafayette Christian High School Football, as we wish you good luck on homecoming and hope y'all have a great time and it doesn't upset you too bad. So
Thank you, Coleman.
We'll see you back here next week. You're listening to Saturday Morning Quarterback right here on 1240, 96.9 and Eagle 102.3 and worldwide at eagle1023.com.
Hurry in today to Key of LaGrange, because our lot is packed like never before. And with a special KMMG employee and family pricing plan, you can take advantage of 15% below invoice pricing.